Lines ready or not, with just hours to go now before more New York City public school students are set to show up to their classrooms, a vote of no confidence and a new standoff over safety.
CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez live on the Upper East Side now with more on why some say they are not ready. Hazel.
Yeah, Maurice and Christine, there are not enough teachers, school nurses, or PPE, and we have 52% of the city's 1.1 million public school students that have chosen blended learning. Tomorrow morning, many of them walking into schools like this one behind me for the first time since March. And with so many loose ends, many people are fighting to keep the schools closed. Students at K-5 and K-8 schools are expected to head back into classrooms tomorrow. Middle and high school starts on Thursday. But many principals, teachers, and students, like Stuyvesant High School senior Meryl Mashoum, say they're not comfortable returning.
I honestly don't feel safe because I think I've learned a lot about the fact that there is actually a really huge lack of ventilation in schools.
Many of our schools still lack the resources to open safely for in-person learning this week. And many of my colleagues have been pressured to not speak up about the challenges that they are facing for fear of retaliation.
Michael Perlberg is principal at MS 839 in Brooklyn. On Sunday, the principals' union declared a unanimous vote of no confidence in Mayor de Blasio and schools chancellor Richard Carranza. Sharp criticism for their handling of reopening schools. The union is calling for the state education department to take control of city schools for the remainder of the pandemic.
It seems like there's been a lot of flip-flopping back and forth and changing things at the 11th hour.
The state education department says it's monitoring the reopening. And while Governor Cuomo doesn't control the education department, he says the state will intervene if needed.
The numbers will show if there's a problem, and then we'll act accordingly.
De Blasio said he would shut down schools if the infection rate averaged 3% over 7 days. Today, he reported citywide positive tests are 1.93%, with at least 332 new COVID-19 cases. Public advocate Jumaane Williams says that's too close for comfort. He's looking into taking legal action to stop the mayor from reopening schools.
This couldn't be any simpler. It couldn't be simpler. Phase in. Go all remote at the beginning. You don't have to be the only big city to attempt this. Taking a risk we don't need to take, spending money we just don't have.
And some teachers not scheduled to be in the classroom are already organizing protests for tomorrow. High school activist groups have also planned to boycott their first day of school Thursday with a rally and march. We're live on the Upper East Side. Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.